There shouldn't be a hidden MMR inside of ranked. What the fuck is the point of rank if there's a hidden MMR?
And of course, it's kind of a combination of things, right? It's skill-based matchmaking, engagement-optimized matchmaking called EOMM, and team balancing.
Playing this game reverse boosted it's still not fun. Playing this game sweating my balls off every lobby is still not fun. Both things are boring.
I feel like it's a safe time for all the recent Call of Duties. You play the game, you get on for a game or two, and after that 2 games, you're not having fun anymore. You're like, dude, this guy's spawn killing me. What am I playing, bro? He's just sitting there watching me spawn after all this. That is incredible.
Games Radar put up this post saying, wanting an even playing field in your online lobbies isn't a skill issue. It's pretty simple. Skill-based matchmaking improves first-person shooters for most players. I will be going over this later. Yes, it does improve it, but since they're talking about MW3, it worsens it way more. Not only is this post very ignorant and very infuriating to somebody like me that has been at the top 1% of many different titles, this is very ignorant to the fact that skill-based matchmaking worsens the player's experience in Call of Duty. Max Hoberman, a former multiplayer online and UX design lead for Halo 2 and 3, had a lot to say about Games Radar for making this post. What I implemented cleanly divided the space into ranked and unranked matchmaking playlists. Rank filtered opponents based on level. This was for when you wanted a competitive match, but even then, I intentionally allowed variability in the range of levels we matched you with. This variability was a topic of hot debate internally during development 20 years ago. Obviously, no one wants to get stomped continuously. On the flip side, it gets dull for most people continuously stomping others. However, it is fun having the upper hand some of the time. By intentionally allowing a range of skills to match each other, we provided 3 experiences in ranked matchmaking. The easier one, where you can kick butt, a harder one, where you would likely be outmatched, and an evenly matched one. My theory was that a good mix of these 3 was ideal. The failure of modern skill-based matchmaking, in my honest opinion, is that it's designed to maximize these perfect match scenarios and minimize the others. When it's working, a majority of games become super tight, super stressful. That's not fun for most players. Where's the variability? I haven't even gotten to unranked playlists yet. I designed these to not factor in skill and level in the search for opponents. Yes, our engineers utilized the same codebase and kept skill and level as a search criteria, but we substantially deprioritized it in matchmaking. Segregating high skill players from the population at large, forcing long wait times on them, is a form of discrimination. Designers should strive to find a way that all players of all skill levels can have fun together. Casual, inconsequential, unranked matchmaking is one way. There's 2 ways that Call of Duty can go about SBMM as of currently. They can just phase it out entirely, sort of similar to what X-Defiant has done. In that game, it worked perfectly. Or they can go the other way and just only have SBMM in ranked, because if you want to have competitive games, you have to have this system that makes sure that there's other people that you can compete against. Let me just interrupt what I was saying real quick by saying that SBMM is going to determine how much you win or lose if it determines if you are a good player. How it determines you are a good player is if you prove to the system that you are consistently getting high KDs. You can trick the system into consistently getting bad KDs so you can get wins. The SBMM system is a losing system unless you reverse boost. Why are older Call of Duty games just as fun as they were when they first released? It's because there is no SBMM. If there is any SBMM, it's so little, it's to the point it basically doesn't exist. The thing is with newer Call of Duty games, meta adds no replay value, and that's the thing that gets so boring with new Call of Duty games. You see no variety with weapons. You're basically always seeing people use the best of the best available at that certain moment. SBMM also forces people to play a certain playstyle, which is also very boring because you see everyone play the exact same. Let me also ask you this: how many of your favorite YouTubers have switched how they play in their more recent videos because of SBMM? But back to the topic of old Call of Duty is the fact that there is variety. There really is a meta in older Call of Duties, but the thing is, people want variety, so people choose whatever they want. And the thing is with older Call of Duties is the guns are usually always balanced pretty much perfectly. There really is no difference between all of the guns in older Call of Duties, so there was always this variety that you could always choose from and not really have a problem with. That variety adds replay value. For years now as a community, we've theorized, why can't Call of Duty developers talk about SBMM? Are they banned from talking about it? And why do we try to see Activision try to cover things up when somebody does? I'll tell you what, Charlie Intel has posted something last night on an alt account, and it might actually scare you. Repulse says, Activision told him that he can't ask COD devs about skill-based matchmaking. One of the biggest issues the community has, and they still won't talk about it almost 4 years later. Yikes. Basically what Repulse has said and summarized to Charlie Intel, developers are barred. They are banned from talking about skill-based matchmaking. Not only that, if we take a hint at the recent games that has come out more recently, and also I'll even throw this one up on screen, they are also barred from creative design. If we want to see change in Call of Duty, we need to let the people over at Xbox like Phil Spencer know about these issues. Stop mindlessly spamming Activision and the developers under Activision, because that's going to get you absolutely nowhere. They already know about the issues. It's just the fact that Activision doesn't want to talk about it because they already know. The developers just simply can't talk about it and can't do anything about it. We need people over at Xbox that actually have the power over Activision so we can actually get stuff done. Anyways, that's about it here for today. Once again, I cover Call of Duty news. I cover Call of Duty clients. It's Waves here, and I'm out. And I'll see you in the next one.